Hello, and welcome to another episode of Balatro. We are mixing things up for our current goals in the game. We will ultimately be getting all the gold stickers on all the decks, but we're gonna see if we can just keep winning on the blue deck. See how many times in a row we can win on the blue deck before we move on. That's what we're doing today. I like the blue deck, so that's why we're doing it. Fighting is almost always correct on the blue deck because the extra hands is extra money. Ace, King, Queen, we could look for a Jack and a 10, but I think it's more likely that we find a flush of clubs that is high enough. We did get a Jack and a 10. It's a little ironic and a little unfortunate that we didn't get any clubs. So we just look again. Might take us a few hands to get there. Still no clubs. So we play this pair. And now even a low flush will do, although we got a high flush. This would have wanted one if we just found it sooner. And that's okay. I'm finding that it feels like close to maybe 60-40, whether or not you can... That's interesting. Whether or not you can win the first small blind in one hand. Two hands. Hiker is definitely worth taking. We can just sell him before we win the round if we don't want to pay the rental fee. We just have to remember to do it, which in the past I've been bad about remembering to do. Yeah, I think we look at the Buffoon pack. It's tempting to not, but I think we will. I don't want a rental. We'll take the Swashbuckler. Although we have to be careful that this is not too powerful. For example, if I play... if I played a flush, let's say it was 70 times... It would be 70 times 5 if I left this guy around. 70 times 5 is 350. Yeah, so that would be fine if I played a flush. So let's try and play a flush. Please. Okay. So we play this, and this shouldn't win. It should be close-ish, yeah, but not quite. And now we sell you so we don't have to pay the rental fee. Although, we don't have a way to get 60 chips, right? Actually, this would be 60. It would be exactly 60 if I sell you, just from the pair. 10 plus 10 plus 10 is 30 times 2. Okay. So this does nothing now, but that's okay. We don't need it to. This is exactly enough. Which is pretty fun to get exactsies. So, Hiker helped us out a smidge. 25 extra chips on cards in our deck. Okay, Baron, you can be very powerful. But you're a rental? You're not scaling, so I don't think I want you. Now that asks the question, what do we want for the boss fight? Our clubs that we just buffed are debuffed, so we can't use those. So perhaps we could take the Baron and sell him in the round. Take the Baron just to make sure we can get to 600 in a couple of hands. Sounds good to me. Rather than buy a Celestial pack. So we look for the Heart Flush. We get it. 4, 5, 6, 7. Almost a straight flush, but it's not. So we'll play like this. Leave behind a couple of 4s, might be useful. 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. The club flush, just the flush, is only 140. So we don't want to go for a club flush if we're trying to win in one. 3, 4, 5. So I guess we go for the... I kind of feel like playing the 2 pair. Just resigning ourselves to pretty much guarantee that we can win in 3. Because I'm going to play these 5 cards. I don't think I'm going to see 3 spades. So then I'm going to use my last discard to find the remaining spades. At which point I will get rid of the Baron. I guess we look for diamonds. We need 2 of 8 as opposed to 3 of 10. 3 of 10 is harder than 2 of 8, I believe. 2 of 8, that's a quarter. 3 of 10, that's a little less than a third. But you still need 3 of them. It's kind of hard for me to actually think about this math. If we had a jack, of which there are 3, we could look for that. Just 1 of 3. Maybe that's the best. 1 of 3. But we only get to look for at 4 that way. But we do still get to look for the diamond flush at the same time. So yeah, let's discard like this, looking for the jack. Nice. Okay. So we got there in 3, which is pretty good for the club, considering we haven't really spent money to get more powerful. We did get a swashbuckler. +1 hand size. Excuse me. +2 hand size. But he costs me money every round in the form of not having as many hands. +1 hand size is nice. And it adds $2 of sell value for the multiplier with swashbuckler. And it hits a nice interest break point to just spend $4 here. Don't think we want the polychrome tag. I think we want to fight. Okay. So we probably look for the... the club flush. Should probably do it like this. Keep the 2 of clubs. I was like, the 2 of clubs is so low, we could just toss it, but I think it's better to keep it. Okay, now we look for the spade instead. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Play a straight. This will be worth 420. Okay, do we want the hearts now? There are only 4 hearts. We want the clubs probably. We have 3 clubs and there are 7. Or do we want the full house? Something like this. Give me a jack or a 10. Nice, we got a jack. Okay, we won in 3. Pretty good. We haven't spent that much money. Oh, we barely won in 3. I shouldn't have counted my chickens before we hatched there. The hiker buff on those cards might have made the difference. Loyalty card. Loyalty card is interesting. On the blue deck, it's way better than on any other deck. Don't really want to take the hieroglyph. Yeah, I mean 4x molt helps. Sure. This is strange. I haven't done a lot with the loyalty card before. Unfortunately, it costs 5, so it only has a sell value of 2, not 3. If it costs 6, it might even be better. We'll fight, because we want to get the loyalty card ready for the boss. 2, 4, 5, 8, 7, 5, 9. So we go for the spade flush. Okay, there's a spade flush. And then we have a straight potential afterwards, or maybe a club flush potential. This gives us 500, which is pretty good. Ooh, do we want to go for a full house slash 4 of a kind? What would that look like here? We can be a little greedy. We have 10 jack, queen, king. So if we keep all of those, we give ourselves way more outs for what we're looking for. 3 nines would be good, the 10 would be good, 3 jacks would be good, any of the 3 queens would be good, any of the 3 kings would be good, the 2 aces. So 15 cards suddenly become hits. Even though we're only discarding 3, we like wildly increase our hit rate. Didn't we just discard a 7, 8, and a 2? Crazy. Okay, ace, queen, queen, jack, 10. We'll leave the club behind. And the heart behind. Okay, play straight. Doesn't win, I don't think. Nope. So loyalty card's gonna be close. Yeah, so the second hand in the boss blind will be 4x, which is good. Speaking of good, that's also good. Up to 40 bucks. That's also good. Free Joker. Holy cow, and it's a gross Michelle, which is amazing. Flat mult for the loyalty card to multiply. Very, very good. Let's look at this Arcana pack. $8? It's better than the other stuff. Do I want a standard pack? I would probably rather spend the money on rolling. These are not very powerful, and that's okay. $2,000. We could do some math here. So this is up to 6. If I take this, it would be 7, and then this would be 22. So if we played a straight, let's say, like if I was looking for the straight on superposition by taking this. Let's say it's a good straight, the ace through 10. What did I say? 22. So plus 4 would be 26. The chips would be about, let's call it 80. So 80 times 26. Let's call it 80 times 25. 8 times 25 is 200. So 80 times 25 is 2,000. So this would cost us $3 sometimes. It wouldn't really be 80 chips, right? It depends on which one we do. Let's just take it and see what our starting hand looks like. We can just sell it immediately if we need to. So yeah, look, it's like I can actually just look for the 3. Alternatively, if I want the loyalty card to allow me to just win in 2 hands, then I can just play something silly like this. We can still discard for it. We can play something silly later. It's a full house. But it doesn't matter. We just, we discard again. And then we play something silly. Oh, but we got the straight. This shouldn't win. The problem is, am I able to win on the following hand if I don't have anything good? Yeah, this doesn't win because it's only 30, 40, 49 chips. So 49 times, so let's call it 50 times 26 is much less close. 50 times 25 is only 1,250. So this doesn't win. It scores the superposition, and then it sets loyalty card up to quadruple my Gross Michelle Swashbuckler. Should I sell you? And we can use the sun to just win right now, if we want. Do we have to? Like, does a 2-pair win? 2-pair would be 20, 30, 40. 40 times 23. Let's just pull out the calculator. 40 times 23 is 920 times 4 is 3. Yeah, yeah, that wins. So we don't need to use the sun. So we won't. Loyalty card, very interesting. Oh, Swashbuckler's dead. Would I want to see another Swashbuckler? Not particularly. Vampire. Vampire's pickable. It kind of depends on what I see in these tarot packs, though. So let's open this mega one. Hanged Man. And Chariot, Hanged Man, and Tower. Tower's pretty good with Vampire because it's easy to get him to score. So do something like this, and then turn a club into the tower. Maybe a spade. Into a stone card, not into the tower. We use the tower to turn the spade into what we want. These do not help with the vampire very much. Justice does a bit. I think we want to take the vampire. Yeah, maybe put this on a heart since we have the sun. I guess lovers is just as good. Put lovers on this king. Yeah, I like that. Get in here, vamps. 3,200 with no loyalty card and no swashbuckler is very hard. It's sufficiently hard that I think we should roll for help. Well, I like to see that, but it doesn't actually help. Now, does it? Roll again? It doesn't break our interest. We go down to 25. If we see something we want, it breaks our interest, but if we see something we want, then like we're winning because we saw something we want. Upgrading straights is generally useful, especially since I've tossed a 2 and a 3, although I have also tossed an 8. Blue Joker is generally useful, although I have removed 2 cards from the deck, so it's worse than usual. I think upgrading straight should be enough. Let's go next. But we could also skip. But no, I want to see more shops to find more ways to fuel Vampire. For example, here. We've got ace 2, 3, 4. We can discard looking for the 5. Is that dumb? I don't think that's dumb. We probably just play like this. Yeah. This is wise. Okay, it makes too much sense to go for a flush here rather than the straight. No, we have a flush because of the hand size. Nice. I saw that there were only 2 colors and 4 of them were black, so that meant that the other 4 had to be blue, but +1 hand size means it's 4 and 5, so we actually just have the flush. So we should play it. And the Vampire helps out a bit. Nice. Nine, 10 Jack. We don't have a straight. We don't have a full house. But we can keep the 3-4s around. Play the flush. Shouldn't win. That's okay. We're getting loyalty card closer. Oh no, it does win. Supernova, rental, or not rental, perishable is like, meh. Flush, huh? We can guarantee a flush from the Celestial Pack with the telescope. That's pretty good, start doing flush stuff. I kinda like it. It is annoying that the boss is going to decrease the level of the poker hand we play. Discarding 6s is definitely doable. Although looking for enhanced cards from here might be better. We didn't get any, but we got a purple seal, which can help us find enhanced cards. It's also purple seal 6, which Mail and Rebate wants us to discard anyway. Okay, we did a lot in that shop. What the heck is this? Sure, I'll play a full house. You twist my arm. There are some 6s to discard, so we can look for the spade flush. Got 9 effective spades. Get some money this way. Ah, dang, we would have had the straight now with the 6s. That's okay. 1 hand remaining, huh? How badly do I want to look for more 6s? Pretty badly, yeah, I'll burn some hands to look for 6s. For sure. Loyalty card is ready. But we don't want to use it because we really want to find the purple seal 6. Like, so we don't want to win, we can just play like this. This might win anyway. Not sure. Yeah, it does. Okay, that's fine. So we can guarantee that this is Jupiter, which is good. We want to look for enhancements. Dang. Well, I guess we can toss a 2 and a 4 of hearts and diamonds. Make the, well, hold on. We have 14 hearts. Don't toss hearts. That would be foolish. Maybe we toss a couple 4s? Interesting. Yeah, I guess we just toss a couple 4s. I would have really liked these to have been enhancements. Ah, jeez. The arm. Upgrading Jupiter is kind of bad if going into the arm. But are we even able to beat the arm with a loyalty card not ready? I don't know. I have no idea if we can beat the arm. 6,400. We have 15 here and then times 1.1 here. I think we can with a sufficiently large number of flushes. So here's hoping. We can go for diamonds or clubs. Clubs are better to go for. Alternatively, we can just play a heart flush right now with the sun by turning these diamonds into hearts. I like that. Yeah, flush gets de-leveled. Okay, this can definitely win. This can definitely win. Discard some hearts, discard everything but clubs, and we also get a purple seal trigger here. The sun. Oh, this is tricky. How good do these hands have to be? 16 times 5 is pretty high, right? What is 16 times 5? It's 80. Yeah. So 5 flushes is more than enough. 4 flushes is enough, actually. 4 flushes is enough. That's pretty crucial. Like, we can make these 2 kings hearts. And then just score another flush right away, looking for the club flush. Yeah, let's just do that. One less sun trigger than it could be, but that's okay. We don't need to squeeze out deck manipulation value on the sun card. We just want to play the right cards. We can play a straight. It would de-level it, so probably no point in doing that. 9, 10, jack. If we play the flush this way. This is also going to help a vampire. And this is a very high flush, so it might just nearly win. It does not. We have the 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, so we can win with a straight. We could also... That would de-level straight, so if we can avoid that, I would like to. What would that mean we're looking for, though? We have 7 spades. Bunch of tens and fives. We have one discard, so we can just look for the... Yeah, we can just look for the spade flush. We keep the 10 though. Yeah, it's a little risky. But I think worst case scenario we play like a 2-pair. If that's kind of what we're going for, then we keep the pair of 3s. Yeah. I like this. Discard. Okay, we didn't get the flush. So we... But how good is this? This is pretty good. 2-pair, so we would need 1,000 points. So this would be 20, 30, 40, 55 chips. 55 chips times 17. 55 times 17 is 900. And 35 times 1.2 is enough, I think. Yeah, nice. Just play the 2-pair. So we don't we managed to not de-level the straight, which is good. We didn't discard those 10s for mail-in, but that's okay. We have lots of hands. Green Joker can scale okay. We're an ante-4 already though, so it is a bit slow. I definitely want to look for ways to enhance Vampire. $11 or 1 enhancement. Probably the $11. Okay, $4 on hopefully an enhancement. Okay, that's an enhanced. It's a heart too, which is nice since we have 20 hearts. Holy cow, 20 hearts. Okay. So now we're back to the same question. Do we want Green Joker? Eternal Green Joker is not especially good. It's not that bad either. No, the discards are really good. Yeah, we have the purple seal. I want my discards a little bit more than I want the Green Joker. Okay, we don't have to roll. I think we should roll. This is dumb. This is not doing anything, so we go next. It was a fine roll. I'm happy to spend $5 to continue to dig for stuff that can help us win. Discarded 2s, huh? It's a little odd. We have a straight, but I want to discard the 6. I think we just look for the heart flush like this, even though we're discarding a heart. Well, there's a 2. In our full deck, we can toss spades and diamonds freely, so we can toss these 2 with the Hanged Man if we want. And then just discard the 2. We have all these aces, I guess? Are we looking for a full house? So we go like burn you, and then discard you. No longer going for the flush, but going for a full house. Okay. It's a great full house, so let's play it. Okay, and loyalties card is all ready, which is good. It'll have to hit a 2-pair, unfortunately, but that's fine. We've only got 3 spades left. But this is our best hand for the loyalty card, so that matters a little bit more than the chances of hitting our next flush. We did hit the next flush, so that's very good. We hit another flush, so that's very good. Okay, a little dicey there, but ultimately a win, I think. We used the purple seal card to get a hangman to get rid of 2 spades, and then we also discarded a 2 for $5. So lots of things went well there. Okay, we need to roll because loyalty card will... I guess loyalty card will be active in the big blind still. But we even with the loyalty card, we only barely got 9,000, so we need to get more powerful in the Joker bar. These are good, these are good. So I'm going to buy you and then look here. I might just take the Hanged Man, or I might copy something else. I probably will take the Hangman so I can use Emperor. So we're going to do this, take the Hangman, get rid of spades, just the 8 and the 2 are fine to toss. And then use the Emperor to get 2 more tarot cards. Nice! These are enhancements for Vampire. Super good. Now we're talking. Sure, yeah, a blue seal heart. Start upgrading flush by keeping this blue seal card around. Okay. Do we need walkie-talkie? The extra hand size is so nice, honestly. So I could get rid of mail and rebate. That would be fine if I think I need it. This definitely helps because it's going to make Vampire stronger. And my flushes also just got easier by quite a bit. Yeah, also the loyalty card did not hit a flush last time. We can make sure it hits a flush this time. So I think, fingers crossed, I'm allowed to not take the walkie-talkie. Now, is there a reason not to? Yeah, because I've already gotten rid of 2 4s, so it does very little. So we go next. We fight. Discarding 4s has a little upside. Might as well just use the Magician now. We can save the Lovers for making a flush when we need it in a pinch. It does cost us a little bit of score right now, though. Is that worth it? I have no idea. How much score? An additional 0.1x multiplier? It's not that much score. So yeah, right here, you can see already I'm very happy that I saved the Lovers, because it's going to make this much easier here to go for this flush. You don't like seeing the blue seal that early, if you're worried about winning the round, which I am, but still, blue seal's blue seal. Okay, play another flush. Loyalty card's not ready yet, but it will be after this hand. Also, is this even possible, or are we just... No, it is possible because of loyalty card. I was looking at the pace of this scoring. I'm like, we're not even close to being on pace, but the loyalty card helps the pacing a lot. Yeah, we can play... Man, we can play a straight, but it would get rid of our blue seal. We have some discards, so we can be a little greedy here, looking for a heart or 2. Oh, but straight's been leveled up. No, that's okay. I want to look for a heart. Yeah, keeping the blue seal matters a lot, actually. Discard one more time, looking for one more heart. Here's the question: does it win? If I get another heart, does it even win? So let's calculate the flush. It's 35, 46, 56, 66. Let's call it 75. 77, since no, 79, since if I get a heart it's at least a 4. So 79 chips times 19 times 1.6 I'm sorry, what? 79 times 6 times 19, right? Times 19 times 1.6 times 4. Okay, I typed something in wrong. It was showing me some outrageous number. That will win, yeah. So the reason I wanted to figure out if it would win is because if it didn't win, then I wouldn't get the blue seal anyway, so I might as well use the hand to look for the purple seal. To use my discard after I use the hand. But instead, I use my hand, I use my discard before the hand, so now I get the blue seal trigger. I traded a potential purple seal trigger for a potential blue seal trigger. We got the potential blue seal trigger, which is good. I think this triggers. Should be 9,606. Nice. So we get the Jupiter. Riffraff is cute, but not what we're doing. I'm glad Gross Michelle is still here. Are we gonna roll? Oh, geez, this is not good. The plant. Because we don't have loyalty card. We just don't have it at all. So we need to absolutely get much stronger. Oh, dear. So we need to roll for sure. This is good enough. We need the help. So we can toss mail and rebate. Okay, good. I'm feeling much better. Hanged Man for more consistency. Get rid of a 4 and a 6. No, 5 and a 6. Yeah, club and a diamond. Or a tower for more vampirism. We'll lean into the vampirism more later. When you're offered this many hangmen, I think you just keep taking them. Especially with Bloodstone. I know it's perishable, but still worth it. Yeah, and for the vampire, we'll look for something. So we need an enhanced card, so it could be 2/2 or stone. Let's take the stone. It's easier to score. Much easier to score. And it could be a heart underneath that, right? It's showing me that it's a spade underneath that. I don't know if that's how that works. Anyway. Next. 7, 8, 9, 10 jacks. We have a straight. Is there any reason? No, there's no reason to play the straight. We just want to play all heart flushes, basically. Well, I don't know. Is that true? We can only play so many, especially with all these debuffed face hearts that won't trigger Bloodstone, which is kind of scary. Maybe we just take the good hands when we see them. Also, we've leveled up straight, so straight is actually better than flush. 9, 10, jack. Okay, I've talked myself into it. The debuffed jack is unfortunate, but acceptable. So 5 of those would win. We're not getting 5 of those, unfortunately. Ooh. Like, can we even afford to play a crappy flush like this? I think we can. I think we can afford to play one crappy flush like this. Stone card for the vampire is very good. How do we want to do this? Is it like this? Play a pair? Yeah, I like this. Does that screw us though? Like, do we need? No, I think A good heart flush will get us there. We'll need to get lucky with some bloodstone triggers. Okay, look for another heart, please. I know I have the flush, but the tarot card is very good. Okay, yeah, so here's just our dynamite heart flush. Are we saving the death? Are we that greedy? We'll see. Maybe we use the death to find a last minute heart flush. Ace, king, oh, there's no queen. Jack, 10, 9, 8, 7. So this is one option. Go for a straight. Which isn't enough, right? A straight was only 4,500 before, and it was a little bit better because it had more hearts. I don't remember how many times Bloodstone triggered, though. Also, Vampire's gotten better. We can just do the maths. We need 5,200 points, though. So 60, 70, 85, 94 on the chips, then 94 times, let's say the Bloodstone doesn't, let's say the Bloodstone does trigger, 94 times 7 times 1.5 is 10.5. So 25.5. So 94 times 25.5 times 1.7 is only 4,000. So it's really not even that close. So discarding like this for the heart flush is better. Because the heart flush can get us there. We have an ace of hearts left, 7, 6, 5, and 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very useful cards out of 12, yeah. And then Bloodstone will just have to get lucky for us. Actually, we play the straight flush. So there we go. And we save death for when it's better. And this should get us there for sure. Not for sure, because so many of these are debuffed, but I think it's good. It's definitely our best hand, so let's give it a shot. Woo! We got there. Okay. We're definitely living on the edge here. Loyalty cards dancing around saying, pick me, pick me. Pick me, pick me, pick me, I'm so bored. As Octane would say in Apex Legends, if you're familiar with that game. Okay. Banana is still here. Rental Astronomer is kind of hilarious. It's probably time we can get rid of the Juggler. It's a huge luxury to have +1 hand size, but now with this many hearts, we don't need the consistency quite as badly. So that's one thing rattling around in my head. And we need the scoring pretty badly, although the loyalty card is ready. Huh. I mean, yeah, we just don't need the Juggler that badly. So I'm doing it this way just because if I see a planet rolled into the shop, then this will make it free. No, that's not good. Yeah, I'll take a Jumbo Standard. No. How are none of these enhanced? I'm trying to feed Vampire here and I just missed. We'll take a heart though. Not a good heart, but we'll take it. Do we look at the basic standard pack? I think we don't. I think we sell you and go next. Okay, we're gonna fight, because we need to see more shops. Okay, blue seal's helpful. But that's annoying to not find my heart flush again. So we can use death to hit the blue seal. I just don't know how reasonable it is to win while holding on to this. Like, this surely doesn't win. Bloodstone technically can help out. Oh, but Bloodstone didn't help out. One, two, three, four. Okay. Use death to just play the... Oh gosh. This is so hard for me to wrap my head around. I really want the blue seal. How many hearts do we have left? 13? I think we just keep looking for the blue seal like this. How are we gonna win? Bloodstone's gonna do better for us. Bloodstone whiffing on the loyalty card is so bad. 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. Oh my gosh, Bloodstone. You're killing me. You're literally killing me. Okay. Let's do this. Bloodstone? What the heck? Are you guys seeing this? I guess I don't lose because I still have one more flush in me. I lost out on one, maybe two Jupiter cards because Bloodstone just didn't trigger. Like, in 15 cards, he triggered 2 of them. Ugh. Unbelievable. Now we're like screwed. That's not true. We can hit the 3750 as long as Bloodstone doesn't shoot us in the foot. Finally some enhancements. Doesn't matter which one we use. We'll do it this way. Yeah, I think we just spend down. I'm feeling very desperate. Another planet card or another enhanced card? Probably another enhanced card. I know it's not a suit that we want, but it is vampire food. Discard. Just give up the blue seal. We'll do it this way. I would like to guarantee that I hit as many hearts as possible on the loyalty card turn. Okay, 3 Bloodstone triggers is good. We needed that. Okay, we can go like this to get Vampire to eat. Go like this, play another flush. Probably doesn't win. Yeah, Bloodstone only hit once, so it definitely doesn't win. So now we're actually in dire straits. We have to look for the heart flush. We didn't even get it! Okay, Well, thanks for watching us lose on the blue deck. Man, tough nuts on that one. What is the summary here? Vampire is just not what he used to be. The additional 0.1x scaling, not very good. Loyalty card also quite poor. Quite poor. Even on blue deck with 5 hands, even with a lot of hearts to try and be able to consistently nail flushes. It still seems to be hovering right around that painful, if it's ×4 spread over like once every 6 hands, then really it's, that's hard to calculate, but let's say you played 6 hands that were 100 each. Loyalty card would bring you from a score of 600 at the end of that to a score of 900. So it's basically times 1.5, I think is what that math comes out to. Which is not bad, but it can be better than that. It can also be worse than that, and also just the lack of consistency I think is a big downside in Balatro. If it's inconsistent when you're able to get the score that you need from blind to blind, that's not as good as maybe being a little bit less powerful, but being a little bit more consistent. So even if you give yourself the benefit of the doubt that manipulating the 1 in 6 to the 1 in 6 hands giving you 4x to be more than 1.5x on average, the inconsistency is still probably going to bring how powerful that is to probably being a little bit worse than a Joker that just its only effect was giving you 1.5x multiplier. And a Joker that's worse than giving you 1.5x multiplier is pretty bad. You generally wouldn't want to dedicate a single slot to just 1.5x mult. It depends on what else you're doing, but in this particular run, the other thing we were doing was nothing. I mean, it was Vampire, right? Was the other thing we were doing. Our base mult wasn't scaling. We had paid for a telescope that we never used. We used it like once, and it ended up being bad because we had to decrease the level of flesh immediately after that because of the boss. So part of the story here is that we saw way more standard packs than we saw celestial packs after buying the telescope. I think that's part of the story here as well, which is the risk you run with the telescope. Doesn't mean telescope's always wrong. It's a way to win, and like in roguelikes, a lot of times being good at the game involves seeing multiple lines that will allow you to win, that you can play towards in some sort of simultaneous fashion, and then letting the seed present to you which one's going to pan out. So so it means a lot of times like telescope when you're doing flush stuff or straight stuff, it's like still correct because flushes and straights upgrade pretty well compared to the lower tier hands like pair and high card. But they're not guaranteed just like shoe-ins for victory. You can see like no celestial packs like happened just here. You can run out of money because you spent the money on the voucher, like what happened here also. So this was kind of double whammy. Those are the big 2 failure cases with telescope. So knowing when those failure cases are likely enough to brick you compared to some other viable alternatives is what being good at this game kind of comes down to. Not that specific interaction, but those types of interactions, knowing when the potential risk given our current situation is actually not worth it given the other lines that we can play towards. I don't know what other lines we could have played towards. I don't remember when we saw the vampire. It felt like playing towards the telescope line made a lot of sense, but in hindsight it put us behind by a lot because of the reasons I mentioned before. So that's an interesting one to dissect. Definitely it felt like there was some room to have done better. And those are the ones that feel like they're the best learning opportunities. So thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry to record another loss for you, especially on a deck that I'm sitting here bragging about. I wanted to be getting win streaking going, and I just sit here and but that's okay. We'll see what we do next time. I don't know. Maybe we'll keep playing the blue deck because it's fun. Maybe we'll go back to some of the harder decks and try and record a win. After recording a loss, probably we'll just try and record a little bit more reasonable of a win before I jump back into the harder decks. So stay tuned for that, and I appreciate the support. Thank you so much.